I don't know why we are stopped here and we are looking at something, and I don't know why we are stopping. There is no dog there, nothing there. Nadeva. Oh, she's looking at this car and I don't know why. Okay. I remember another memory. Well, so as I said in the previous video, I didn't went to that end of the year trip, but during the 8th grade we had so-called Trolov Naravi, school in nature. So basically for 1 week you went, in some place in Slovenia, and you had different activities. So 1 year you had, skiing. 1 year you had swimming, and 1 year, in the 8th year, we basically had like a exploration of the area, which meant, walking. Tuki, ne nagriva. So from that, let's call it field trip, extended field trip that lasted, 5 days. So we left on Monday, we came back on Friday. We were in Bloke. So Bloke is a plateau south of Ljubljana, which is known basically for not so good weather. No, usually there is very cold. Yeah. Stop talking and give me treats. And there are two things that I remember. So one day we had cross country, not exactly cross country. We had in, basically the teachers had in plan for us to walk around the whole, perimeter, territory of this plateau, which is, several hours long trek. It's not particularly hard, it's mainly flat, but it's a long one. Fortunately for me, because I was member of the photo video circle, I didn't have to walk, at least for the first part. So basically when all our schoolmates and other teachers went on this hiking trip around the plateau, me and the mentor of this circle, photo video circle, which was also the previously mentioned history teacher, we went around the plateau, of course in his car, so that I shot some videos regarding the plateau. There is some Napoleonic era relics, remains, some also from the Roman times. So we would drive around, and I was shooting all those scenery. Well, filmed it, not shoot. And then of course one of our missions was also in his car. We were basically bringing the, let's say, lunch for all the other kids, and of course teachers. So basically on the midway point, we met with them. You know, I helped with the distribution of the set food and drinks, and then the teacher said, okay, now you can join them, not rejoin, join them in the walk home, because you know there is nothing else to shoot. So you know, okay, no problem. At first, you know, it was very nice day, sunny, you know, not warm, just perfect weather for walking. But then, as I said, the plateau is known for bad weather, or let's say unstable weather. It started to rain, and basically I made sure, because of course, because I was walking only half of the distance, I was, you know, in the front of the whole group, which I also was, you know, planning. Why? Because when we came back to that let's say hostel, or it's like a student accommodation, I knew, you know, if I come there among the last, there will be no hot water for showering. And after, you know, 3 hours of my walk and 6 hours of their walking, plus all the rain, you need a hot shower. So you know, I came, you know, to the hostel in the first group. Immediately, you know, I went inside to take a shower, hot shower, change my clothes. You know, I didn't needed any, let's say, instructions from the teachers, because all of them were still, you know, behind, except for the history teacher who was waiting for us at the hostel. So yeah, you know, this is one thing that I remember from this field trip. And the second, so you know, we were so the boys of my class, we were roomed together in 2 rooms, of course bunk beds, and our teacher, so the history teacher, had his own room in front of these 2 rooms, and there was also you know, one independent bathroom for these 3 rooms, you know. And of course, as kids are, and of course we were separated, you know, boys in 2 rooms, girls I think were on the 2nd floor, all the boys were on the 1st floor, and all the girls were on the 2nd floor, something like that. And I remember, you know, of course, kids, they don't want to go to sleep, and we didn't went to sleep. And of course, you know, we would be talking, you know, laughing and so forth. I remember, you know, throwing, you know, the dirty socks around. So yeah, the next morning it was fine, you know, to locate both in the pair, because they were, you know, all over the room. Because yeah, kids will be kids. But the most funny thing during that night was one of the boys that was, you know, in the other room, and he was, you know, I don't know if he was meter 50 kilos, you know, small guy. And basically he ate that large bag of rum cocos bonbons. You know, basically you have in the middle you have rum, which is then surrounded with, you know, a shell of chocolate. And of course he ate the large bag by himself, and because of you know, of his constitution, you know, weight, he basically got drunk from them. I don't know if there is, you know, 1 deciliter of rum in the whole bag. And I still remember, you know, he would go running from his room to our room, just in his, you know, underwear, underpants, and, you know, like excited, you know, not really screaming, but, you know, whooping and so forth, until he managed to wake up our, you know, history teacher. And then, you know, of course he had to resolve the issue by, you know, making everyone go to bed and be quiet. So yeah, I remember, this is my recollection of the whole week. I really don't know what we have done there for 5 days, except of this 1 day of walking. I believe that we had some, you know, classes there, you know, like geography and biology, you know, local flora and fauna, and of course local history. But I don't remember anything else from that week. So yeah, that's it for now.